Welcome back to Apollo Justice Part 13 and Trucy's in some dire straits.
Totally.
Well, it's kind of part of the assistant initiation.
What
But
game?
she hasn't been arrested for murder.
I was about to say that, yeah.
She's in trouble,
Yeah.
Shiroy.
This initiation sucks.
Trucy! Trucy!
And
Dun,
Apollo
dun,
is
dun,
worried.
dun, dun, dun.
And the guards aren't doing shit.
Go on, Jerry.
No, this is Joba.
Oh wait, actually I think there's time for it. Go on.
Oh,
Go on,
okay.
Jerry.
Siri?
Yeah. No,
Trucy! You're okay! I've
I'm fine. I'm Trucy and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Man,
God damn it.
Oh,
Puzzle
Apollo
open
actually cry. Don't cry, Apollo.
Don't cry for me, Arjun.
I'm already dead. Those good for nothing gangsters.
About that, Polly.
There are some things you just don't do. Like murder. Well,
that's
That's kind of their...
there MO.
oh
I'm
good.
pressing charges.
Wait, just calm down, Apollo.
Yes, do you really want to go up against the Kataki family?
Yeah. Or else...
Or else.
Or else.
Trucy secretly a perfect kita.
Ah! What the heck is that?
Oh boy, here we go.
Mokuji,
Where was
where
he
are you
even
going
hidden?
here?
Surprised? Kinda.
Why does this sound like Guile's theme from Street Fighter?
It's one of her themes.
This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat.
Really? That's the best thing we could come up with.
You look marvelous, darling. Oh, I think he did pay some for you.
But it's green text, Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay then.
He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar.
So what do you know? We actually did get to see that performance. Just in a different way than expected. Yes, I am quite a big hit. Also, she's a pretty good ventriloquist.
Well, what do you think? Do you like it? I know I just gave you a heart attack, but this is fun, right?
So what do you know? Trucy
No.
is...
You mean you... Trucy? There are some things you just don't do.
Okay. I really like this about Trucy. She's not just Maya in that glow. She's very resourceful to the point where she'll
I'm
even put
pressing
on bread.
charges.
Against Trucy now? Come on, Apollo.
You're...
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Apollo, now's not the time to be threatening me.
Yeah, we just bought you some time.
I could always make you disappear. It's you who's being threatened here.
Hint, hint.
What?
Basically, don't mess up the act.
Oh.
Remember what you said to Wookie's father yesterday?
Yeah,
Please don't
that
kill
too.
me, sir.
Basically, they were about to get a guilty verdict.
You promised you'd save his son.
And he won't be happy if we fail.
But that testimony was rock solid.
So what to
What
do?
are you suggesting I do?
Love?
Bend over.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Exactly. Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over.
Questionable, because there's happened a lot of times where it did not happen like that.
To stop that from happening, I will.
That's not very legal, though.
Tio.
We're
Trucy,
trying
no
to
more-
defend a family of
No more
hitmen.
stage
Yeah.
abductions,
None of
please.
this is legal. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling.
Perceive? What an interesting word.
And I wonder
It's
why
almost-
that's in red.
It's almost like it's a new game mechanic.
Nah.
It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got.
Well, then again, she is Phoenix's daughter, so she probably has a penchant for noticing when witnesses are obviously cocking up.
You can see what he's feeling?
We call it the
Bullshit.
Moon Matrix. Wait,
Bullshit.
sorry, wrong game.
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
All the times there was a contradiction?
Yes.
Well, I think I remember them, sure.
You just said the testimony was rock solid.
But Yuri, we need to look at it from another glance.
There were 2 times where he made statements he wasn't confident in.
A second glance.
And each time, there was a contradiction. Oh, I misread that.
Pedro?
In
In
his-
his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand.
Pull
Okay.
the stand.
Oh,
I'm
there
back.
you go.
There you are.
Just in
Tossing
time.
the pistol aside, he fled for the scene.
Nearly took your role again.
He said the man tossed aside a pistol.
You know, Trucy, you could have told us this in court instead of ... Just saying.
Actually, to be fair, if she told him that, he would have overheard it.
But it turns out he wasn't sure.
Whisper, I guess?
There was a contradiction.
Also, it did note that it was in the middle of a testimony here and there, and that they were on the verge of getting that guilty verdict.
Well, that's true, but how does that help us?
Didn't you notice anything?
Oh?
No.
Oh.
Remember, he made a statement he wasn't confident in.
Oh, you
Hmm.
get nervous, I guess, but...
He displayed a certain habit.
Didn't we get on this already in the first case?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but we didn't exactly go into the deeper meaning of it. Although, essentially, I'm just gonna spoil it right for you. It's basically the simple bout of when a lawyer notices someone cocking up during a testimony.
Yes, which in its attorney terms, it's translated into a superpower.
Again. It's like I say, leave it to its attorney to turn completely realistic things like noticing when witnesses screw up, mentally or physically, or heck, turning court therapy into a superpower mood matrix. This is magic.
His fingers got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of the page in his book.
Clearly, that spells murderer.
How am I supposed to see that?
With your eyes.
Yeah, but you have to have incredibly
Apollo,
supervision.
it's a visual novel. The gameplay is limited already. Come on, pay some attention.
Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
That's cheating, dear.
What?
Yeah. Again, nothing about
And
any of this.
you're saying it in a court of law next to 2 security guards.
They're mannequins. I always sat next to Daddy during big matches.
But only
Where
the
were you
big
during
ones.
where were you during the last case?
She was at a show.
Unlucky for her father. I could see what his opponents were feeling.
Then how did Phoenix win the games without Trucy there?
He's just good at poker, as we're gonna learn in the 4th case, which...
Yeah, that's why he needed his daughter to help him.
Yeah, okay. This is an issue of apologists here. Writing bits like here kind of just come and go. Like, okay, Trucy mentions that, she helps Phoenix out with his games, yet never anywhere else in the story do we get any inkling of that. Like, you'd think somebody would have mentioned he always has that girl in the blue top hat with him, but no, like, this is literally the only time it's mentioned. And it honestly, okay, I get that they're showing that Trucy also has this ability, but I'm thinking there could have been better ways for her to convey that as opposed to that line which just comes out of nowhere, which is again a recurring issue with this game. You can really tell that this game got rushed after they got done with Rise of the Ashes, because it worked so well with Justice for All.
Great, so we cheated, but what does that do for us, other than get you convicted of cheating? I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that.
You gotta dig a little deeper to find out who you are.
Yep.
You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth.
Okay, this game mechanic that we're about to go through is a pretty nice one.
Watch her testimony, perceive the truth.
Like a lot of people, though, I kind of wish that they used it for the investigations parts as well.
The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose.
I know that they definitely use it for investigations in Dual Destinies and later games. I can't remember if
No, I'm... Oh, no, wait, never mind, carry on.
I'm trying to recall. I think there is a few times when they actually do it outside of the trial in this game, but that could be me just misremembering. It's hard to remember for this game. They definitely do so in the 3DS games, though.
Said so.
Yeah, Phoenix said so, so that means it's true.
Yes.
He said you have the power, Apollo.
I got the power.
Again, again, so what? Does this mean I have that superpower for being able to tell when somebody is twitching?
No.
Then why could I see it?
Everybody has their own power. I have a power.
Because Takumi apparently doesn't know the rules
But
of
Pedro, if everybody's super, no one can be.
That line is pretty
My
flawed, but...
My superpower is the superpower to correct other people's English.
My superpower is leadership.
What was actually said before the trial started? Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine, as long as you're there, Trucy.
So what, are you like the descendant from Toph Beifong? You're just a human lie detector?
Kinda.
Is this what he meant by us being fine?
Yeah.
Well, matters aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict. Right.
True, yeah, if it weren't for Trucy, we'd have lost this trial.
Yeah. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Catchphrases are awful. Let's do it. I mean, that'd be like if Wright said, I'm going to prove you right.
Apollo?
Why would he say that?
You know, I was trying to think I can do this. No, I'm just giving you a comparison, Jova.
I mean, I guess. I mean, at least with the It's Time for Justice, it makes sense in context. Saying, I'm gonna prove you right against this prosecution, I guess that would only work for maybe Turnabout, Farewell My Turnabout. Or, you know, in a case where it works out.
I mean, and a future attorney who plays in the next game, what would their catchphrase be? Psych!
Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can.
Yep, basically, Apollo, come up with a story on how you bravely rescued Trucy from the Knife Man.
I didn't write in this fanfiction.
I just flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired. Again, she's
And how are
such
you
a
holding
great
your hat up like
ventriloquist.
that?
Hey, I gotta give Trucy this. She may be a better ventriloquist than Ben Trilo.
Like, that's hard.
Like, seriously.
Anyway,
come on.
back to court, everybody.
Oh my god, June 16th. That's literally tomorrow.
Actually, it's already June 16th for me and for everybody
Yeah,
except you,
yes.
Joe.
But
Actually,
remember, guys, Ace Attorney takes place in America.
But we're still ahead.
Right, we're fine. Oh yeah, I love this exchange coming up between Apollo and the judge.
Alright.
I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Yes?
You mean me?
No, I mean Mr. Hat. Don't you have anything to report?
About that.
Anything concerning the mysterious phantom and the silk top hat?
Of course, plot twist, she kidnapped herself.
Dick Clayton.
Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that.
Yes, Apollo, you are truly a fighter. That's why you'll be in... you'll be a skin for Phoenix Wright.
You settled that? I feel like that way anyway.
Jova, the correct term is Echo Fighter. Come on.
Well, we'll see, Tio.
Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Right.
Here's the thing, Tio. If it's just the colors, then he's a skin.
Okay.
If
I-
he's
okay, I'll
actually
be
in
honest,
there,
I always
he'll be an
find that.
echo.
I always find that one funny.
Go ahead, Pedro.
Yeah, me
Perhaps
too.
for a line when it was believed it was nothing more than a passing dream.
What?
A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right?
I guess.
Can I punch this guy, please?
Hey, you're the
I
one.
I hate you. You're so pretentious.
Like I was just gonna say he's either like genuinely onto her or he's just waxing lyrical at the moment.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Anyway, yes, Pedro.
Go ahead, Dwibs. I wish he would stop being
right.
so cool. He's not cool, Apollo. He's not cool.
No. He means cool as in he's calm and collected.
Who is I?
What are your plans for our gifted witness?
Battering.
Oh, sorry. Oh, never mind. It's Clive who's speaking. Oh. Why did you even
Right.
change?
The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something.
That's our Apollo.
Wah,
There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. Borrow grants a request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time.
But that's
Nah,
what
that's
just happened, but they don't need to know that.
Not just that, but on your honor, stalling for time is what we do best here. I mean, come on.
Pedro. That's for us to know and for them to not.
Don't forget, Apollo.
The rule number 1 of stalling, Pedro, don't let the party know you're stalling.
When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
All right then.
Uh-huh. Here we are. Witness testimony from shot to call.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
I'm not sure I'm qualified to test it.
Don't worry, Apollo. You'll be a natural at this.
Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
You can do it. Use the Force.
Attack its weak point for
Focus.
massive
If
damage.
only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. I see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have?
You'll
Touching.
see.
Don't touch him. It's a bit rude.
Oh, well, would you prefer smelling it? What the fuck?
What's this?
Oh,
Dude.
My bracelet. And what was with that music just then?
Yes,
what?
his bracelet.
Whoa.
Salvador!
What was in that courtroom?
What's going on? Yeah, basically, every time, basically, whenever I saw the whole lights going out, whenever Phoenix, and in this case Apollo, thinking about something, I thought of whenever Who Wants to Be a Millionaire starts a question, they always dim the lights like that. So I
And the
thought,
slow
let's put that in
motion
there.
music helps.
Yeah,
You can see it, can't you, Apollo?
yeah. Can I phone a friend?
We're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
All right,
I know.
Apollo.
I'll ask the audience.
All right,
Oh, I get
Apollo.
what this is now. It's the theme from before, just by composed in reverse and then played in double reverse, so that it matches the original, but it has the reverse effect.
Yes, Jibba?
There will be a
Yeah.
hidden message in there
Oh,
somewhere.
all right, Apollo. Answer
Oh my
this
God, the
answer
bracelet is
correctly,
speaking
and
now.
you will be a millionaire.
In what currency?
In
It's a
yeah.
lot of money either way.
Well, Jova, this is a Capcom
We'll
game,
give
so
you-
obviously Bison dollars.
We'll give you 1,000,000 yen. That's a lot.
We'll give you 1,000,000 in Bitcoin.
Jova, it's interesting you say that. In the Japanese version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, 1,000,000 yen to them is not that much, so they increase the jackpot to 10 million yen.
That's the joke.
You suck, McBain. Paige.
The police not only have a record of the call. Why calling them?
Wait, Apollo.
Hmm?
Shall you just be the defense for me, Trucy, then?
This has to be it. Yes, I wouldn't mind that actually. I've done most of the work here.
Wait, you mean his habit?
Yeah.
Don't forget, Apollo.
Shazam! Now I'm in black and white.
Forget what?
Do you like this trick, Apollo? What, you right?
When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. I can also change it to sepia tone if you prefer that.
Lovely.
Can you put a negative filter on things, Trucy?
The only time he even had the book open was here.
I think finding the contradictions did that.
Which means this is the place to look for this habit.
He doesn't have bad habits. He's perfect.
I don't know how I know, but I know.
Well, I guess he's not as full as himself as the Von
game
Karmas
literally
are.
tells you, but we don't know how the plot works.
No, what? Also, I think Apollo is just as confused as anyone.
The
playing
game is
or watching
the
this.
game is just gonna wing it. It's okay, Tay. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna.
My bracelet is different somehow.
We'll arrive at a destiny too. I don't know which
Alright.
destiny, but some
Java,
destiny.
Java, do
I
we
can
get
feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Do we get an explanation of the bracelet's origins and everything
Yes.
in Spirit of Justice?
Oh, no. Okay, to be fair, too, we actually get an explanation about the bracelet in this game.
Alright then.
Your
Now, the thing with the
bracelet?
bracelet is this. Basically, his bracelet
Wow.
clamps...
I love how it looks like Trucy's looking at the button.
Basically, Tio, here's how it goes. The bracelet, essentially, it clamps down on his wrist whenever someone who's, twitching or whatnot is close by, or essentially lying. Let's just call it a souped-up magatom of sorts. But yeah, basically, it'll clamp down whenever he senses someone is not being honest.
There we go. What's going on?
Zoomed
Is this a
in,
horror
sprite.
game now?
This is perceived vision.
I can see the witness's face, his expressions clearly. It's filling my mind.
Again. One thing I love about the DS version is they actually went out of their way to draw
I can see nothing
high-definition
else.
sprites.
Hearing nothing else.
Trucy, stop invading my mind. Come on.
Ah! Trucy, what's happening to me?
I can just imagine what the court must be thinking while Paul's just wigging out
What
during
the fuck
this.
is he doing?
This is what I meant by focusing.
Trucy, I didn't. Are you a god or something?
Yeah, well, yeah, she is Trucy. Again.
Focusing.
Again, she is the descendant from the Phoenix. Of course she must be all that in a bag of chips.
I know, but literally magically appearing inside someone's mind.
She's magic.
That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Don't worry. Every attorney goes through this when they find their superpowers through.
It's like I find it interesting how because if it's a square, it's not. It's like Paul is having a Skype chat with Trucy or something.
I know, right? Maybe it's a forced Skype chat.
Just look for Mr. Stickler's Twitch.
I mean,
Twitch.
what? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, fiddles with the page of his book.
You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness' face.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but you gotta look down. No, not that far down.
Bugging out.
Again.
Oh my god, I bet they are.
As you can imagine, Awkward Zombie had a comic making fun of this.
Of course.
I think Apollo broke a blood vessel. Chris, move your focus of attention down to Stickler's hand.
His hand?
Yes, Apollo. That thing that's in the tip of every person's arm. You know what a hand is?
What's a paladin?
You know what to look for now. But you have to be looking at the right place.
At
Not
the
a hand,
right
She's
time.
Not a
I
hand.
can only, I can only see his face like this.
Mommy, why is that lawyer's eyes all bulging like that?
He's seeing things, dear. Trying to try
All
changing my
while this
viewpoint.
is going on, Apollo is going full Looney Tunes and going with his eyes going.
In this version, you just drag your finger along the. There you go.
Perfect. Now you're really ready.
Yay.
Thank you, Master of the Universe.
Indeed.
Ready for what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
Hey Teo, maybe Trucy is one of the. Hey Teo, maybe Trucy is the owner of one of the Millennium items.
Maybe.
Oh, try listening to the witness. Talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit.
Mr. Justice, I'm waiting for you to, cross-examine the witness if you don't mind.
Right. When you fiddle with the
How long have I been standing there?
Clavier, in the meantime, is writing.
What would
50
this look
songs
like to
for
everyone
his
else?
That's right. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive.
Have you guys seen Sam Kalmigiani's review of Sonic Adventure 1?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Because they actually mentioned something regarding what the hell is happening to the characters while Tikal is giving them those flashbacks, and he made a flash animation. So that's basically probably what happened. Apollo's right now cross-eyed and like.
I was actually thinking of something. I was actually thinking more of this.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, the first thing that I said earlier, the Looney Tunes thing, yeah.
So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers.
Don't worry if you miss it. You can always try again.
And there's no health bar for this section, so...
I'm surprised by that.
Right. Look out, nervous twitch. Here it comes. Fuck you. I refuse to say that.
There we go.
Gotcha!
Oh, new line. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now he's being
And-
sucked into the void.
Ah, there you
The fuck was that effect?
go.
Welcome, Apollo, back to the land of the living.
I saw it just now. I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me that these mechanics
Mr. Justice,
battery in the
Do
spiritual
you have
jar
something to
is not
say?
What do you mean to you?
less disturbing.
All
No.
this banging of desks, it's got bad for my circulation, Teo.
Please, somebody say circulation.
Teo. Teo,
Sorry.
the trippy nature of Perceive is part of the fun of it.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now?
That's none of your business, fuck you.
The very moment you mentioned yourself.
I fail to realize why I should answer you that. That's an invasion of my privacy. I can do whatever I want with my book. What are you talking about?
But what about some evidence?
I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours.
Time to
Your Honor, the defense attorney is prying into my life.
Mind if I ask a few questions?
Well, buck up, son. This is what court is like.
What to ask?
Ask for his number.
Mr. Stickler, please show me yourself.
Ask for his number. Oh boy.
Show me a move.
Look! Why? Whatever for?
Show me and you'll find out.
Yes, please do.
Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see.
Uh-oh.
You don't have it? Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone?
Oh.
Wow, that's an incredibly girly cell phone.
What, just because
Yeah,
it's pink?
Where did you get that? Not just because of that, but
Also, wait. Why did Apollo just?
yesterday.
Why did Apollo just presented evidence without having the player to do it?
Because, Tio, this evidence is actually part of his line of reasoning.
Well, yeah, but I get it. Shouldn't usually when a game tries to do like that is, oh, you dropped something, you know why you don't have it right now, and then you present it from the court record.
I don't know.
If the car moved, we'll be crushed for sure.
I get the feeling Takumi forgot something somewhere.
Honestly, I think it's just a heat of the moment thing. I mean, it wouldn't be
wonder
the
if
first
people
time
want-
we've had a bit like that.
Anyway,
How strange, Mr. Stickler.
great, isn't it?
Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand? Wait a minute. What is the meaning of this?
Because you stole it from me?
No.
This cell phone was found yesterday. In the Maractus Clinic garage.
And camera
What you mean
footage.
garage?
Yeah, I'm playing an American. Garage. The Maractus. Why, that's where the victim lived.
And there's cameras around there, so that can easily be proven.
That's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you?
Again, in that book he has is the book
Your
from the
cell
first
phone is
year.
here. How could you have called the police?
Is he okay? Oh,
It's wrong. I didn't have my cell phone.
top 10.
Interesting choice of music here.
That's why it can be said that I called the police. Public payphone.
A payphone? So you didn't call it your mobile phone after all. Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler?
What'd I miss?
Oh, well, basically, Apollo blazed through using Perceive, and now it's revealed that Wesley did not have a cell phone. And it turns out that the pink cell phone with the watch attached is Wesley's.
It was right around here.
That's quite a ways.
Indeed.
But why did you lie?
Because I was just trolling you. Troll.
There can only be one reason.
Yep.
He didn't want the court to know he'd lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun. What are you saying?
Coincidence
Nothing.
among coincidences, ain't that?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder.
How did I know?
This cell phone tells all.
The corner theme says so.
Now it looks like he's holding the cell phone.
I gotta admit, this corner theme makes me think like I'm at a rave.
It's ridiculous. That makes it sound like.
Well, this game looks kind of techno-y anyway.
It's
with
like a
sound.
DDR.
Oh yeah, I love this dude.
Like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. Hey, we're not the ones saying that, you were. Just saying. That's why we're trying to kill him. Again, you're the one saying this.
You do
Really
look
makes
like
you
you
think.
could be a murderer in disguise.
Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night.
True, very true.
Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules.
Welcome to court, you
What a
little,
rule.
little man. The Perry Mason effect is quite common.
This is true. I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night.
Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sit right out the door!
Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Sickler to the crime.
Again, too. It's basically it's like Dwibs is channeling Kitaze. Kitaze's
Oh, he's already
directorial
connected
skills.
enough. I just have to prove it.
Basically, Dwibs, in case you don't. Oh, sorry.
Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job?
Basically, Dwibs, Kitaze was the director of Final Fantasy VIII, and his thing is pregnant pauses that don't make any sense.
Especially a lot of ellipses.
Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the murder? Of course I have evidence.
Oh, I like your swagger.
Well, bring it on then.
Her forehead did it. You know what? Fuck it, I'm not singing anymore. I hate this guy so much.
The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Fidget.
Again, as Jova pointed out earlier,
Honestly, so
I
hard
also...
to me. He's
The
just.
evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder.
You're saying, Shirai?
Yeah, as Jova pointed out, like, I also like him as a prosecutor. When he starts talking, I do want to punch him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a side view mirror.
I don't even care for much for him as a prosecutor because he's not intimidating at all.
Well, again, he's not trying to be intimidating as a prosecutor. He's just literally doing his job.
That took place the night of the murder.
I don't know. I think prosecutors are much more engaging when they're intimidating to an extent, honestly.
It didn't work for Go though.
Oh god.
Well, I'm not saying that it's a foolproof recipe, but I still don't think going the opposite extreme is a solution.
Alright.
It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside People Park, our murder scene.
Some say that lady is still trying to climb out.
Dr. Maractus's car hit a pedestrian,
Indeed.
and his name was Phoenix Pride.
What are you trying to say?
You
Gotta
picked the
protect my-
worst
I gotta protect my
night.
identity here. From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident. Which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed.
Maybe this is how it was. Nakitaze did things too. When he was directing 8, there was a lag.
After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Oracle.
Ergo, Mr. Stickler.
Ergo, concordantly, vis-a-vis.
The only time you could have dropped this in that garage
You know what? I have no idea what the hell I'm saying.
was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park.
Oh yeah.
I just thought it would make me sound cool.
Mr. Stickler, you know what this means?
We just got a new suspect.
Indeed.
You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected. Mr. Justice,
Judge, you've been at this for so many years at this point. Haven't you realized that?
are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Paul Maractus?
Let's get a
Judge,
look at the answers on that one.
No, stop, this is too much. This can't be happening. Judge, this is like every single case we do with you.
Oh,
Fair,
come
it's
on.
like the second time in 7 years, but after.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's been a long time since it happened, and hey, this is a different lawyer as well.
Prosecutor, do something. I suppose it is worth saying this.
Hey, you gotta click your fingers when you're doing it if he's in that pose.
Meh.
That's what I'm doing right now.
You are? Oh,
No
now there
connections
you
been
go.
found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractus.
Hmm.
It's not just that is other than this. This is a Venteo. I hate his shitty Ingrid. Like, ugh.
I believe our next testimony will be
I still think
Revelable.
Godot was worse in that, even in that.
Yeah, me
I mean,
too.
at least I mean,
Xavier
at least
so far is harmless at worst.
Yeah.
at least
From
Clavier
Cthulhu.
doesn't. At least Clavier doesn't reduce himself to weak, pathetic attempts at name calling.
I'll just sum it up like this. Godo was fine enough in his first trial against us, but by the third trial, you could tell he was just being petty, and it does note that the final case is kind of his fault. But again, I digress. Ladies and gentlemen,
Anyway,
tune in for the
we'll
next
find
part.
out about the testimony in the next part.
See ya.
See
See you
ya.
then.
See ya.